Hello, 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 and welcome to Sink or Swim, your absolute favorite SNK themed fighting game weekly, sponsored by, not sponsored, but I guess also technically sponsored, though there is no prize money or anything, but hosted mostly by yours truly, Cheesus. And today we have a bit of a the scheduling, the matchups are a little wonky because multiple people wanted to go early, and now we gotta like switch back and forth between games and all that. But it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. Just check it out. We are starting today with Ingvarr versus Homeles. Both of them wanted to go early, and both of them wanted to play KOF. And well, I'm not sure about how well their strengths, I guess, line up. But I guess we're about to find out. If you are both listening, then you can go. If not, then I will take a second to ping you in the Discord. I guess I'll ping them real quick. If I can get to the correct tab. Homeles and Ingvarr, go, go, go. Okay, fantastic. Homeles is on the left. Hey, so the scoreboard, which I'm not actually showing. Geez, this is the one. Boom. Yeah. So the scoreboard is actually correct. Yippee. Homeles is new here. I'm pretty sure we've never seen them before. Ingvarr was around in the early days, I want to say, but haven't seen them in a while either. But it's double Shermie plus Iori, and then we have Okris, K-Dash, and I think that was Yamazaki. Some cool characters. Let's see what happens. So as I was saying, today we're going to start with KOF, then we're going to have 2 sets of City of the Wolves, and then we'll have another set of KOF, because of the way things worked out. There have been some freezes in the intro, but right now I guess it looks fine. Thick thighs of Shermies once again coming in clutch, providing great services to for Ingvarr. I think literally everything that has connected thus far has been the jump CD, but now finally a run grab secures another hit. Homeles stuck in the corner, can't seem to find a way out. Trying to hit some buttons to maybe stop this assault, but Ingvar's pressure is too tight, and he lands that devastating combo into the level 1 super to finish the job perfectly. Homeles did mention that they just started playing this game, so hopefully it won't be too bad, but hey, nice anti-air. Oop, but no block on that jump in. And Ingvarr relentlessly keeps pursuing them. Okay, yeah, throwing out some of that projectile game of K-dashes. You can kind of, set up with that first part and then kind of wait to see what the opponent does. Ouch. It's a decent way of slowing things down sometimes. Oops, okay. Got to the other side, but so far Homeles hasn't really shown much in the way of confirms. Ooh, that command grab reached a little further than maybe Homeles thought. And that's gonna lead to another big chunk, and it's enough. Shermie running rampant on Homeles' team. But can the big guy Yamazaki stop this onslaught? Okay, buffering these snake arms, but Ingvarr threads the needle, gets through on the ground, doesn't fall for the jumps that Homeles was trying to bait with those anti-air snake arms. No reaction to the counter hit, but with the advantage that Ingvarr currently has, losing out on a bit of extra combo damage isn't that bad. Oh, is that close enough? It is! Jeez! These command grab supers really just have deceptive range on them. Oops. I wonder if that was, just a hard read on Homeles to jump when seeing the stand CD whiff. but it didn't work. Still though, Homeles in a really harsh position and gets chipped out by that EX. Would have been safe on block anyway. Wait, no, it's the X. The X is... Actually, I'm not sure. The heavy version is safe. It's plus on block. I think light is safe. And the X? I'm actually not sure. But either way, Ingvarr, with a relentless offense, takes that first match. Oop. It opens up with a little stand CD, make the opponent think you're gonna have to block into the command grab. Nasty stuff. Ooh, and got to the other side. Homeles was not ready. And just keeps getting mauled. Oop, that's a huge punish opportunity and even gets it. I've seen much more experienced players not punish that. Because it's kind of odd. It's not like a regular DP where, you know, it's very obvious when and where she's gonna land and for how long she's gonna be inactive. Oops. Okay, Homeles still barely alive. Yeah, I was just about to say, I wonder if Homeles just doesn't know they have a DP there. But finally used it. You don't even need to spend EX to have the invul there. KOFXV is, I guess you could say, old school in that way. Thank you for the follow, ACDA. Boom. Ingvarr, undeterred by any DPs, any punishes. Oops. Homeles now, you know, trying to make those teleports work. Landing a couple stray hits here and there. But it's not enough to scare off Ingvarr. Hey, and then the regular command grab doesn't even need the follow-up. Shermie looking fly as she sends the opponents flying. That's just one more dude standing in her way. To secure another OCV. Oof, another run grab. Oh, I don't think that was a reaction. I think Ingvarr just assumed that would hit. They did increase, I think, the buffer window or like the juggle time off of the flip kick, I think. So I think it's theoretically possible to do that on reaction now, but that looked like an instant cancel. Ow, beautiful! Ah. Yeah, Shadow Strike is a good option, especially if a character doesn't have a DP or something. Like, it doesn't get its armor instantly, so you can't just throw it out whenever. But there are plenty of situations where you can use it defensively. Ooh, nice try. And it's a good way to turn things around a lot. And then you can also use it in other ways that are maybe less orthodox, but they can also work. But what's really working right now is Ingvarr's Shermie. Putting in all the work. Now let's see if Homeles can adjust somewhat. Obviously it's going to be hard to just, you know, turn this around completely when you apparently don't have, you know, like a lot of combos down yet and stuff. But, you know, some adjustments in game plan, in recognizing what the opponent's doing, knowing where some gaps are, you can learn that kind of stuff in the middle of a set, and maybe you can, you know, change things that way. You're just gonna have to work extra hard. And another run grab. Getting so much mileage out of that. Nice grab, okay. She does land for a second there before the hit comes out, so you can't technically grab her. That's not usually the best way of punishing it, but it's better than just letting her run around and kick you. Oop, another turnaround, cross through. So switches sides, didn't have the... I think you can cancel that into super. That second kick there. Oof, and K-Dash goes down again. Homeles had delayed that anti-air a little bit, might have been able to catch Ingvarr out of the air. But not this time, getting tossed like salad again. That's on block. The distance it puts you in, though, makes it so that it's not that great, you know, at being plus, I guess. There are some moves, right, where you're plus, but it pushes you out, and then you don't really know what to do with the plus frames. But here we go, just a jump over, empty, into command grab, super. Ingvarr is scoring win after win after win. And if they were playing for housing, then Homeless's nickname would be all that more appropriate. Unless he can turn things around. Chances aren't looking too good for him right now. But I believe in the human spirit. Let's see what they do with it. Oof. Okay, nice, yeah. I'd say against that run grab, or I guess in general, in neutral, just doing hops into like something like jump CD or something. That's in general something you can kind of do in neutral in King of Fighters, but with a lot of characters. Like I think Chris's jump CD is pretty good. So if you just do like neutral hop CD, back hop CD, and occasionally then you mix it up with jumping forward and maybe approach the opponent. That'll stop a lot of run grabs, etc. Because obviously she can't grab you out of the air. Oh, but she can grab you there! Yeah, her thighs are too delicious. You don't even want to escape those, honestly. It's just not fair. Oh, okay. Not a bad trade, but oh, Ingvarr also not too on point with that punish, but gets one this time. Nice awareness, nice reaction. Once again, no juggle off of the counter. Couldn't quite get the punish on that one. K-Dash does move rather far forward, so if you're not already there to be ready with a punish, it can be hard to get to. But Ingvarr doesn't even care. He doesn't feel like he needs to punish you. He'll just, you know, do spin kicks and jump CDs and run grabs. Oop. Empty jump command grab. Into another cross through. And a super command grab. Ingvarr is just like, you want to see some Shermie moves? I know them all. Oh, nice. Evades a run grab, finally. But then, of course, you gotta land that punish to make it count. Oh, there we go. Almost. Oh, no. Obviously, you know. Ooh. That could have been a much bigger punish. Ooh, again, just barely close enough, Jesus. You know, the combo structure, I guess, of King of Fighters is a little different. I don't know what fighting games Homeless comes from, if any. But you're basically either comboing off of lights raw, like you're doing just like, you know, crouch light kick, stand light kick, or crouch light kick, stand light punch into whatever. Or you're doing something like stand close heavy button into a command normal, like usually it's like forward plus light punch or forward plus light kick. And then you cancel off of those. Or you can use the auto combos, true, that's also an option. Better than nothing for sure while you're still learning. Ah, didn't get the punish this time. That is basically a DP, and it is super punishable. You just kind of gotta know to move forward to get her. Nice! Oh well, that's a 2-hit combo, you know, better than nothing. Alright, I'm seeing some sweeps. The more active neutral game might be working here. Oh, but the jump in. Ingvarr has not really been deterred from the aerial approaches. And another cross-up. But hey, looking better than in the previous rounds already. Ingvarr is down to less than half health with that Shermie. Maybe we can at least bring it to the next character. So I didn't update the scoreboard, sorry. Oh, anti-air, that's what I like to see. Yep, yeah, you gotta either dash or like, I think a hyper hop forward is also good. It's a little tricky. Oof. Ingvarr does not want to give up his Shermie. Okay, max activation. I'm not sure that was on purpose, but it's, you know, it's also like a way to go from like pokes, etc. into more damage. A lot of the time it's kind of a read if you do that. But sometimes you can whiff punish and react with it. Wow, that hit from behind. Nice call. Ah, but the jump CD once again thwarts Homeless's approach from the air. But with this amount of life left, let's see what happens. Oh, once again, hit her on the out of the air, and I don't think Yamazaki has any anywhere juggles. And since that wasn't a counter, there was no real way to confirm. Nice, oh. I think off of an anti-air hit like that, you can get a juggle. Nice, there we go. Shermie finally goes down, but wait, there's Shermie, because there's two of them. But this one plays very differently. They both have great 2Cs, the crouching heavy punches. And just, you know, their CDs and lots of normals are similar. But other than that, their moveset is entirely different. You won't be getting run grabbed by this one. Okay, nice cancel out of the stance to block the projectile. Oof. Oof, hops over the sweep, but no combo. You get to live the guard crush though. This is gonna hurt. He's still got 2 bars. Only spends 1. That could have been a kill with 2. Let's see if Homeless can make a comeback here. Nope. That super does not reach that far and isn't, you know, well suited to beating projectiles. But hey, we finally, in that final act of the set, managed to see the first Shermie fall. If that's not progress, then I don't know what progress is. GG's to both of you. Hope it wasn't, you know... I hope you still had a good time, Homeless. I just couldn't matchmake you with anyone else, given that you both wanted to play early. And, yeah. With that, we're gonna get out of KOFXV for now and boot up City of the Wolves so we can get to the next matchup, which will be AwesomeAlfie versus RyoJoestar. But until I have the room code, I don't see much point in pinging them yet. Not yet. But yeah, I guess we probably won't be seeing Shermie in this game. If we ever see a female character again, they still haven't announced a female character for the next season, what the hell? Anyway, Battle Coliseum. Room creation. And this stuff you always have to set up every time you make a room. Limited is what I want. Alrighty, let me get to spectator mode and then write down this ridiculously long code. 37213289 I hope I got that right. At AwesomeAlfie and at RyoJoestar. Hold on, I gotta turn off streamer mode so I can actually tell that I picked the right person setting. Come on in. And go whenever. Ah. Ready. Red on, ready. Jesus Christ. Okay, looks like I got the code right because both of them are in here. And yeah, you can just start playing if you want. As I said, I just gotta update the scoreboard, I suppose. Okie doke. Oh, is that a Blue Mary that I'm seeing? Blue Mary versus Hotaru. Two cuties, especially Blue Mary. Two ladies with command grabs. Base color Mary. Not a bad look.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? And a very purple Hotaru. Okay. Am I seeing a Wi-Fi thing there? Well, hope it will be fine. Oops, slides right in, gets the counter hit. Didn't, wasn't ready for it though, so just gets the, oh, sorry, names have switched, flipped. Flip, there we go. And another slicer. Hey, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep it up. Spinfall just catches AwesomeAlfie on the ground. Okay, evades that one and ready to confirm off with the lights. Beautiful spacing and awareness. And now with this offensive game, ooh, I'm not sure what RyoJoestar was trying to do. I think there was a an anti-air DP attempt, but that doesn't have any, full invul. So it was kind of a daring move. And AwesomeAlfie was just so ready to start blasting RyoJoestar as soon as they got the first opening. It was looking a little wonky in neutral at first, thanks to those slicer random hits. But yeah, once AwesomeAlfie got that first hit, it was rough. Oh wow, RyoJoestar really likes those slicers. Oh no, I'm guessing there was some kind of input drop. Don't see a good reason to go for the super right there. Not sure what they were trying to do. I guess it could have been a spinfall or something. But right now, AwesomeAlfie is really taking advantage. Oh, that's the command grab super. That's not gonna work right there. Boom, boom. Great read by AwesomeAlfie. Or I guess just great coverage. Going for something that will beat any grabs, lows, and low blocking. Ouch, nice heavy jump in. Sadly, it didn't really follow up with a great combo afterwards. Oh. Finds the gap to run in really quick and get a grab. Putting RyoJoestar into SPG, right? Something... No, wait, I was just about to say... For some reason in my mind just now the new patch had already happened, but it hadn't yet. So the middle SPG is kind of an interesting choice. Is currently in it though, so... Oh no! Oof, huge drop! RyoJoestar's combo game right now, not looking too solid. Meanwhile, AwesomeAlfie is taking every opportunity and maximizing it. Another blocked slicer, yep. Even at that range, I think it's punishable. At least, I'm pretty sure it's never plus. Ooh! Confirm it to the super. And this is the second time I've seen Alfie do that command jump normal to kind of fake out a jump in, so that they can immediately go for a throw, for example. Ooh, I think that's got him. Yup, I saw Alfie move. I think that might have been a jump maybe to bait a command grab super or something, but Mary has both. But Alfie does not care. Still got a huge advantage. Trying to bait something out of RyoJoestar. Oops, there it is again. Nope. We're not seeing a lot of rev moves out of RyoJoestar. I feel like a lot of the online Marys that like to do Slicer a lot like to do EX Slicer into a follow-up. Because, you know, on hit you get a lot more damage, and on block you stay safe. Wait, did the names switch? Why did the names switch? I thought it stopped doing that. Hold on.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
I think it's 2-0, yeah. Jeez, why does it do that? Once again, no confirm. Doesn't cancel the counter into the command grab or anything either. Hey, hey. Alfie kind of running a train right now. Oops. Not sure what that was supposed to be. Maybe another spin fall. If they had done that early enough, it might have gotten over the projectile. But, well, didn't work out. Oh no! I think that was the heavy version, so they could have actually broken that. Oops! Or would it be braked? Alfie, meanwhile, not dropping a single opportunity. Oh no! Yeah, some of those input flubs, I guess, by RyoJoestar are really costly. Like, you know, having ADP, even if it's not an invincible one blocked, is gonna lead to some raw death. Okay, I think I have to refresh this site on my phone so it does it properly. There we go. 3-0. Wait, I was giving the points to the wrong person. Wait, no, this... because this... There, now it's fine. What are these technical difficulties? Not a huge punish out of Alfie. We could even hear Mary go into another move after that. The Slicer is extremely punishable on block. Like, if it hits at the very tip, it might be, like, kind of safe. But if you... the way it was just now is, like... so unsafe. And now the connection is looking really choppy. I didn't realize one of them would be playing on Wi-Fi. The rules kind of state that you shouldn't be on Wi-Fi. So that's a little... Yep. And Alfie still, even with the Wi-Fi connection, saying, I still got my combos, I still got my nooch. I still got my punishes. Oof, yep, there it is. You can definitely get more than a jab. But hey, I guess Alfie not too familiar with the matchup yet, just going for whatever will definitely work. And, you know, close A tends to be really fast. Oh no, another huge drop by RyoJoestar. And another blocked slicer. RyoJoestar's, like, core game plan, I guess, for now, consisting of lots of slicer, is definitely falling apart hard against the experienced AwesomeAlfie, who knows just how to deal with that, and just how to punish at least enough to, you know, to make him pay. Even though the punishes could certainly be a lot stronger, if Alfie knew how minus that shit was. But now Alfie is up 4-0. RyoJoestar needs to think of a different game plan, because those slicers are not doing it. It's probably the kind of thing that works well, you know, at lower levels online. Oh no. Nice hit. Oh, gets another full jump in. Alright, here we go. The knockdown on that is pretty decent. She gets a good advantage. But Alfie finally blocks out of one setup and then gets on the offense themselves. Just mistimed the combo a little bit. That is plus on block, by the way. But that sure isn't. Oh no! I wonder if that was just supposed to be the super. But RyoJoestar was maybe hitting the button a couple of times too many. And so that mishap occurred. And now Alfie is on set point. Oof, wild punish, huge. Even if you don't know how unsafe it is on block, if you're gonna get that wild punish, you definitely know to dish out the damage. That was massive. And first time I think we've seen the command grab out of Alfie this time. Hasn't really needed it, I guess, but that's plus as hell. Oh, wow. Overhead. This is Mary's overhead, by the way, her universal overhead. It's one of those, that doesn't look like an overhead. But it's just one of those moves she always has, and they were like, what do we do with that? Oh, that should... No, wait, no. Oh, wait, actually it connects. I thought at first it was the command grab super, which should have worked, but then I realized it wasn't, so I thought, oh no, Alfie's blocking, but then Alfie wasn't blocking. Ah, but just a tippy toe tap connects, and Alfie comes away out of this 5-0. GG's. In the like, you know, in the registration, RyoJoestar put themselves at level 3, so I assumed they would be, you know, on a similar level. But, well, that didn't turn out to be quite the case. It can be hard to judge yourself. So I hope Joestar doesn't mind that that was very one-sided. Up next we have Semper Pups. And somebody who will play twice today. Icecold. Oops. Join in and no. So yeah, we have Icecold playing twice today. First, right now in City of the Wolves against Semper Pups, and then once again in King of Fighters versus ACDA, because, well, we only had 7 people sign up. And it was either I have to play and get all salty and stuff again, or I asked somebody if they play twice. And Icecold stepped up. And we are very grateful for them. For him. Let's hope that Semper Pups shows up this time, because last week they did not. But Semper Pups reacted to my Discord message, so surely we'll be okay. But at least now we're through with the matches that needed to go early, so now we don't need to be so worried about, you know, hurrying things along. So if they take their time a little bit, I guess that's okay. That match kind of ended just in time, I want to say. Because AwesomeAlfie actually said that they could only play between like 19 and 19:30. And that ended, or I guess Alfie left the room at 19:31. So just barely made it. Safe. There's Semper Pups in the room, beautiful. And as Coach just said, on my way. So, we're primed and ready for some more City of the Wolves. And I haven't updated the scoreboard yet, so let me do that. Okay. Wonderful. We've been getting a lot of footage of Rick Stroud, the next addition to this game. He looks like he's got some pretty good tools. If I saw it right from the move, like I guess the overview that they posted of him today, it looks like he's gonna have some pretty nasty high-lows. I think it looked out of his Hitman stance, the one with the flicker jabs. It looked like he had an overhead that he can cancel into more from, and also a low. Though maybe I saw that wrong. I didn't like pause that one to make sure I got everything right, because I'm probably not going to play that card. But he's got some stuff going on. You know, there's definitely some similarities to Vanessa, but he also has stuff that seems to be his own. Alright, you guys can start. I guess I'll just say go, go, go again, just to make sure. And then we'll see this one play out. Ba-da-bam-bam. Billy versus Gato. While there's still, for some reason, some esports World Cup ads playing on the loading screen. And in the background of the stage. That shit ended, yo. I mean, I guess it's for the next World Cup, for next year. After the World Cup is before the World Cup, am I right? Anyway. Oh, okay, we're seeing some good stagger pressure already, but also some ice cold defense. Looking solid for both of them at the moment. A little side switch. Okay, first knockdown goes to ice cold. He's also been landing a couple of scraps of damage here and there with some pokes. And now, already up more than half life on Semper Pups. Okay, nice read by Semper Pups. Evades the grab and finally ready to start his own game. Carries ice cold to the corner, gets the command grab reset. And all of a sudden, the life deficit is all but naught. Ooh, early jump heavy to stave off any anti-air attempts. Still gets the plus frames on landing, and with that advantage, with 2 levels ready to spend. Yep. Still not enough. Yeah, I was wondering. Level 2s are just not that strong. But it's still a very scary situation for Ice Cold to be in, and the air-to-air secures it for Semper Pups. Lands and then gets the wild punish. I don't know if that was some deep knowledge of the matchup, or just kind of, you know, a lucky happenstance, but Semper Pups took full advantage of it. Ice Cold, though, taking advantage of the invincibility frames of that super, and the ensuing chaos to even out this life lead, and in fact take it back. Ooh, the 0 frame! These guys are playing on another level right now. Look at how close they are. No whiff punch for that, a little too far away. Jumping a little too high to connect. Ooh. Semper Pups just going all offense right now. Throwing everything and the kitchen sink at this Billy. Ice Cold burns out. Nice, nice knowledge to just go for a dash up throw, because, you know, you're obviously plus, and even though you're burnt out, your opponent kind of has to respect that. And then the beautiful read with the overhead. What a match so far. They've been going back and forth. We love to see it. Just shy of the anti-air. Grab. Oh, are you gonna? Nope. Didn't get the JD. It wasn't hitting a button, so probably tried for it, but didn't quite get the timing. I have heard recently that there is a bit of randomness to when exactly the timing is, especially for the first hit you have to JD. So maybe that came into play. Ooh, that gets the wall slam! Gonna build enough bar for a super. Is he gonna spend it? Nope, just gonna get the soft knockdown back into the corner with you. Overhead, catches him out of the air. Ice Cold was trying to jump out. And catches Semper Pups with that super still. Ah, no confirm! Who evades the stick of death and gets the the command grab reset, I mean. Whew, okay. This is some nice gameplay here. We got some pretty evenly matched players showing some really high-level stuff.
Round 1. Get ready.
After 2 5-0s in a row, I'm glad we get to see this. Wait. Semper Pups' pressure game is looking really good. Icecold finally finds an opening, but flubs the confirm. And so they're still stuck in the corner. This time doesn't opt to go for the command grab. They've shown it twice, if not 3 times before. And Icecold thought it might happen again. Gets completely mauled in this corner. Insane levels of control out of Semper Pups. Whew. Let's the DP rip. Not willing to give Icecold any quarter. And now Icecold once again is stuck in this corner here. Are they going to find a way out? Didn't confirm into anything of the lights, but still gets the dash into grab. Ooh, slightly delayed button on the ground to frame trap Semper Pups. And the cash out is going to be huge. Boom. Tried to bait something out of Semper Pups who did not fall for it. But hey, we reversal in with supers, whatever. Bam. Beautiful coverage of space with that back jump heavy. That covers such a strong angle where you like basically can't move at all, and his hit and hurt box are just so good. And it puts him right back into the spacing where Billy's the strongest. And here gets the counter hit confirmed, beautiful. What I'm gonna do, gonna go for more offense. Another grab. Another reset into grab. Icecold dominating the screen right now. Semper Pups fiending to get in close again. That's where he's been the most effective. Ooh. This is where it could all turn around. Are we gonna end in? Nope, we're not gonna end in the hidden gear. I agree with that. That wouldn't have killed, and now you've got basically the next hit that would kill. With that bar. Trying to slide into those DMs. Icecold has them blocked though, and still gets opened up though. And so Semper Pups takes that match. They are going back and forth so hard. But unless I blinked, it's been 2-0 for Semper Pups somehow. You really wouldn't believe it by the way they've been going back and forth. But that's just how it goes sometimes. But that's also why this is a first to 5, right? So that the first 2 matches don't necessarily decide it. Oop. Nice delayed tech. Does put Semper Pups into SPG though. Now he's gonna be able to spend that much more rev and has access to the rev blow. I wouldn't say that Gatos is one of the best rev blows, but it's still a rev blow. Oh, might have tried to hyper defend out of that string. Didn't quite get the timing. Oh, the anti-air, and of course you get the full juggle and secures it with a super. Nice recognition by Icecold. Whoops, something... Icecold was just kind of standing there. I wonder if something went wrong. Nope. Well, we're back into it, at least. Maybe they took a little too long taking a swig of water or something. It happens. And Semper Pups is just relentless again. Now we're seeing that corner domination that we've seen like once or twice already. But icecold is not out of it yet. As Semper Pups did to him, he could do right back. And we're seeing it in action right now. Billy, you know, might be a specialist at mid-range, but his up-close game is also quite powerful. Ooh, that was so delayed. I'm a little surprised Semper Pups did not hit him out of the air. Oh, this is huge! I don't know if this will be enough. I don't think so, but it'll be damn close. Nope. Oh, I think the backdash might get caught. Yup. Ooh, what a commitment by Semper Pups. And, well, icecold might have thought there would be a throw coming or just about anything else. But the hidden gear had enough range and speed to catch icecold right out of the backdash. Of course, the price is that Semper Pups now has no resources, but icecold doesn't even have a full bar of his own. So it's not that bad of a risk to take, I guess. Also, I don't think I've ever heard this song, which I think is the, you know, the game end screen. I don't think I've ever heard that during a match. Kind of wonder if it glitched out or something, or if it's just I have the song set to random and this just happens to be one of them. Oop. Ah, doesn't connect. Wasn't ready to get the kill there, so icecold gets another chance to breathe. We've seen the almost comeback in the previous round, so this is definitely not over. But the rev gauge is kinda high on both ends right now. And now icecold can't even afford to block anything. Got either rev guard or JD, or just avoid everything altogether. And with, you know, that palm strike, for example, it's gonna be difficult to avoid everything entirely. Semper Pups covering the air as well denies icecold another comeback. 3-0 for Semper Pups.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
Oops, anti-air, but also a nice JD. Putting on more pressure. Icecold, you know, getting slowly pushed into the corner and losing tiny bits of life via chip damage. But hey, manages to turn things around by avoiding the corner, getting out of there. Ooh. You don't usually see Gatos stay in that stance for long, so whenever they do, it feels kind of silly. But it does have, you know, a variety of options out of it. And he can still walk around. Oh, this is going to be massive! Not only whiffs that DP from a range where they probably didn't really even mean to do it, but also put themselves into the corner. But icecold did not complete the combo, and now things have turned around entirely. Semper Pups now with control again. And this is anyone's game right now. Both of them with enough, or rather with low enough life to die to one combo. In icecold's case, even a grab or something will do. Gets the whiff punish. Huge stuff. Beautiful play by icecold. Saw the pattern in Semper Pups trying to, you know, go for those flip palms and other follow-ups again to take that little last bit of life into icecold. With the timing of the gods, gets the whiff punish. Oops. Light confirmed. Doesn't go into the super. Okay. Hops right over Semper Pups' attempt at applying pressure. And dishes out so much damage. Now anything will do it. Oh, I don't think that's landing. Oh, wait, it is! Whoa! This is the most massive turnaround that Semper Pups could have ever hoped for. A huge punish. Nice block on the overhead, but no punish by icecold. I think every normal overhead that combos is also punishable, but you gotta be really ready. Also, I don't want your stupid best promotion, you fucking dumbass bot. Piece of shit. Anyway. Let's not let that bot distract us from icecold taking that match. Despite Semper Pups almost grasping that comeback. Oops. Oh well. Once again, that corner pressure. It's always that corner, too. Makes some sense, because that's where icecold is starting, so if you're gonna lose the advantage early, it's probably that corner. Yeah. Icecold has had enough of this. Delays that heavy just enough to potentially beat, you know, JD attempts and maybe some other delayed options. Oh, the crosscut. Wonderful. And then this should be enough, maybe, with the... No, it goes for the level 1. I think with the hidden gear that might have been enough. Maybe being a little greedy, wants to hold on to that bar. Ah! Manages to do it. So Semper Pups, once again, with a match point here. Of course, not set point though. That's still a little ways away. Ooh, rare footage of that slide just hitting raw. icecold must have been looking for something else. Now icecold's going to be looking to turn things around. Okay, landing punish into the super. Oh. Semper Pups walked out of the grab range. Good on them. Uh-oh. Both of them trying to take lots of extra turns with some jabs into redashes. Probably didn't realize those would just land. Uh-oh. It lands. I was wondering if Semper Pups was doing anything, and apparently he was. But in this case, Semper Pups was doing something called winning. Going up 4-1 in this set. With how close all of these matches have been, I can definitely still see this going the distance. But so far, I guess Semper Pups has had a bit more of a clutch factor to take those matches even when they seem to be going wrong. Once again, trying to get that mauling started in the corner, but at this kind of time, icecold put a stop to it early. Got a nice life lead here. Oh. A combo into super might have done it instead, but hey. All calculated. icecold had it planned from the start. Oh. Couldn't you have comboed off of that without the dash up? I guess I'm not sure. Ooh, enough of that. That silly looking overhead kick. That doesn't look like an overhead. Back to the middle of the screen. icecold trying to bait Semper Pups into something, but it didn't quite work out. Still got a huge life lead though. Now Semper Pups once again will need to make a miracle happen, but by not blocking that super, it's gonna be that much harder. Oh, this is huge! Beautiful reaction. Of course, if they had been like a little more forward to begin with, a dash forward to get a full punch would have been better. But realizing that that couldn't have happened, and then getting the guaranteed anti-air super, was really good, but it wasn't good enough. Ice Cold brings it back to, you know, to a more even score, I guess. Now it's 4-2, still in Semper Pups' favor. But the way Ice Cold was playing just now, who knows what will happen? Actually, looking at the chat, none of you probably saw that bot that I was yelling at. There was a bot that was trying to promote, you know, fake viewers or some shit. But Ice Cold ain't fake. Ice Cold's damage is real and raw, and it hurts, and it is right behind you. Oop, sweep. Semper Pups applying a couple new tricks here. And this time, one of those tricks was blocking that reversal super. It's been landing quite a lot. And now the payout is massive. Does not want to give Ice Cold any room to breathe. Now anything's gonna be extra dangerous. We could see like a reset into an EX command grab, we could see a normal grab, we could see an overhead, we could just see some stomps. Semper Pups on set point. But Ice Cold also only needs one more round to bring it back to a continuation. Do you want the sequel or do you want the finale? Well, we know what these two want. Oh, beautiful anti-air. But it was the light DP, so no further follow-up possible. Light confirms. Those, you know, those lights of Belize, they are getting nerfed. Another 0 frame guard cancel. Second time I think we've seen that in this set. Semper Pups overheating themselves. One of the flaws of the guard cancels is that they do cost some rev gauge. And Ice Cold gonna be really close to taking this match now. Oh, just outside of grab range it seems, because if I didn't see that right, didn't see that wrong, then Semper Pups was just doing a grab and did not connect, as Ice Cold went for an almost crazy read with that rev blow. But hey, now it's suddenly 3-4. Ice Cold with 2 in a row. Oops. Semper Pups once again establishing control with that just constantly forward moving assault, air to airs, frame traps, you name it. Just denying Ice Cold any possibility of retaliating. And Ice Cold can't seem to find the answer. Air to air once again secured by Semper Pups into the command grab. More damage here. Semper Pups wants another set point. Whew. I was just about to say, I'm surprised that Ice Cold has not gone for the reversal super yet. And I think Semper Pups was as well. That's why they gave Ice Cold that bit of space at the very end there. But even then, Ice Cold did not do it. Some nerves of steel. And Semper Pups again is at set point. Gonna be sent to the corner though. Oh hoo hoo! The stomp got denied, but what the hell happened there? I'm gonna need to see that again. Did the overhead just not connect because of the palm strike leaving the ground or something? Not the palm strike, the stomp. I don't know what happened. But either way, Semper Pups looking primed and ready to do some big damage here. Level 1 again, yeah, I don't think the hidden gear, maybe it would have, I don't know. But it's all good. Semper Pups cleans it up. 5-3, wonderful set. Even as all hell. That was some good City of the Wolves action. And I think that brings us to our last set in, once again, King of Fighters. And icecold is gonna stay here, just not in this game, so we can't leave the room open. And now to launch the King of Fighters XV again. The last matchup is going to be, as I said, icecold versus ACDA. Of course, we've seen ACDA a bunch back in the King of Fighters weeklies. Room match, there it is. Here's the code for 18803. Oops, that's code. Go, go. I should have written down the scores. I guess I can still do that now. This was an 0 and 5, this was a 5 and 0, this was a 5-3. Okay. And now we have ACDA. Let's go. icecold has also said that they are new to King of Fighters. But, you know, they were looking so strong in City of the Wolves that I'm assuming they at least will have some skill here. It's probably just going to be game-specific stuff, combos and whatnot, that might seal the deal. But we'll just have to see. And yeah, you can just start. Oh. Go, 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 go. There we go. Alright. Well, I do at least enjoy that this time nobody, well, or rather everybody that signed up showed up. That's a first. Geese, Ryo, and Mai versus Sylvie, Hyder, and Isa. Let's get this party started. Oops. Immediately gets through that stand D, I think it was, of Cheesus. But didn't manage to retain the advantage for long. A sneaky cross-up by ACDA. And another one! They can be really hard to see sometimes. And that's some big damage at no cost. Yeah, sweep into 6B with Geese. Always been pretty good in this game. ACDA, once he got that first hit, kind of mauled the opposition. Now Isla also gets jump beat on and knocked down. And another sweep. Uh-oh. icecold trying to strike back a little too quickly maybe, but that DP at least connects. Nice hop back jump CD. That's a, general, like I mentioned it in the first set, right? That like hop CD and like especially receding, like backwards hop, etc. is a pretty good just tool in neutral in general. But apparently it's not good enough to beat ACDA. Because he's sitting pretty with that geese at like 89% life. Of course, geese also has a strong jump CD. And apparently a really strong jump B. I don't think I've seen a geese have so much success with just jump B in a match before. But here ACDA is showing why geese is the goose. Or the goat. Or both. Alright. Looks like icecold does really know what he's doing already for the most part. But ACDA is just a little faster. Just a little more experienced. Just a little nastier. And takes the first match pretty convincingly. But with the, the fighting game experience that icecold clearly has, I could definitely see this, getting better and better for icecold as the set progresses. When you have those fundamentals down and stuff. Even if you don't have the game specifics as much, if you get used to your opponent and stuff, you can definitely make things more even. Even if it might be hard to overcome them, I do think we're gonna get a more even experience as it progresses. But right now, Sylvie's getting dunked. Ah, the cross-up. A little early with that jump C. It can be good, of course, to stave off anti-air attempts. But this time it was maybe a little too early. Not sure if ACDA could have comboed off of that jump CD counter hit. Beautiful stuff by icecold though. Ooh. Yeah, Geese's normals, of course, just very good in neutral. ACDA is showing how hard it can be to deal with those. Oops. Ah, once again gets through to the other side. And then a nasty confirm into some pretty major damage at no cost. Ooh, and then gets under. Damn, that's unfortunate for icecold. Same side. I wouldn't have liked it if he had gone for the regular one that side swaps. I feel like like Cheesus in general do that too much, where they give up the corner for not that much damage. But the X, of course, is a different story. Oh, member selection, alright. Let's see what else icecold has up his sleeve. Could be just about anything, really. Maybe even Billy. He's not that bad in this game anymore. And he's getting even better, sadly. Yashiro, Benimaru, Iori. Okay, alright, alright, alright. Now wait, ACDA switch characters? You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. Jeez. But oh well. Okay. So yeah, Yashiro obviously... Ouch. Another character with extremely good neutral. Some of the best buttons in the business. Ooh, lands that thick jump C, another strong tool of his. But ACDA just kind of playing annoyingly with Mai's super fast buttons. And not letting go at all. Benny. Still unnerved. Ooh! I don't think that was a punish, but it still worked. Ooh! Could not escape the fan. And ACDA just confidently running to the other side. Oh, reset. 2 more pressure. But there we go. 2B into the confirm. Nice stuff. Icecold's definitely not looking like he's just only started playing this game. Maybe he's got some experience in previous KOFs or something. Oh, beautiful reaction with that anti-air. And then stalling in the air. Nice stuff. Alright. Mai goes down. That Benny is looking pretty fire. But he is king. Wait, why did I just say Benny isn't nerfed yet? My wires got crossed because I was just talking about how in City of the Wolves the patch isn't out yet. But in this game the patch happened. I'm so confused, man. Benny is nerfed, but he's still really good. Meanwhile, King has gotten some nice buffs. Nice enough to punch Benny right on his hairdo, which breaks his ego and sends him to the Shadow Realm. Iori, a character that got some really interesting buffs. Just kind of got faster, which is very scary for a guy like him. And some other small stuff, I think. Small, but I think meaningful. I don't remember what exactly it was, but when I read his buffs, I was like, whoa, really? But uh-oh. Just gonna... probably wanted the climax finish, the, yeah, climax, I think it's called. But, whoops, the character died too quickly. ACDA with another win. Even though he shouldn't have changed his characters. But that was looking pretty good for icecold. Especially the Benny. And I think we saw some stuff out of the Yashiro as well. Just kind of the Mai annoyance factor, you know. She's got some really tricky buttons. Oops. I wonder if that confirmed there just got better, because I don't feel like I've seen a lot of like 2B into whatever into Ryu and Boo before this patch. But, you know, maybe it's always been like that. Icecold needs to find a way out of there. Maybe a well-placed Shadow Strike, or just EXDP, that works too. Still though, tries to evade the fan because he knew he couldn't take too many more of those. And sadly that led to taking damage and losing the character. Whoa! Well-timed neutral jump. And those long 2Bs. ACDA making Mai look like the new top tier. She did get a, like, I think a pretty long list of buffs, or maybe not. In City of the Wolves she got a pretty long list of changes. She got something in this game too. I don't remember what. Damn, what a well-placed far B. Just enough to kill. Just fast enough to punish. Pretty godlike stuff. Oop. Okay, ACDA is looking really good on this Mai. And that's gonna be an easy punish. Even switches sides to retain the corner. You know, like sometimes you get out of the corner, but you get punished for it, but you're okay with it because at least you got out of the corner. Not this time! ACDA. With absolute domination, the Kunoichi way is the strongest way, apparently. And now this match, icecold will have to win. Unless he's ready to lose the set. Yeah. Okay. Definitely seems to be having some good general Yashiro pressure. Lucky break for ACDA not to punish that DXDP. That should be an easy punish for somebody like ACDA. But hey, everybody drops some stuff sometimes. Oh, yep, right into the Ryuenbu. Classic my stuff. See how they respond to the fan, and then, you know, Ryuenbu will cover it. Oof. And with a turnaround, ACDA just kind of took the wheel and never let go of it. Here's the Beanie Show, though. No ad breaks in this program. Oh, the cross-up B, though. Ever dirty. And icecold can't seem to break catch a break, rather, against this Mai. And ACDA is really like running the gambit of all of the normals that she has that can really just surprise you with their speed and hitboxes and stuff. That's what Mai is all about in this game. Now icecold is down to his final character. Oh, the extended hurt box up. I think the taco that was probably supposed to be got caught by the Ryuenbu. Oh, and got crossed by the delayed, like, you know, falling off the wall ninja stuff. And now icecold's life is gonna be really difficult. No confirm, at least catches a little bit of a break, still has a chance. Another trade that they survive, but not for long. ACDA with that win. Very well done. But honestly, for somebody who said they just started playing this game specifically, icecold was looking really good. It's just that ACDA is, you know, is really strong. And that's the end of the proceedings for today. GG's to everybody. Thanks to all of you for showing up. And I'm gonna repeat today's results to you one more time. We started with Homeles versus Ingvarr, going 5-0 in Ingvar's favor. Then AwesomeAlfie squared off against RyoJoestar, going 5-0 in Alfie's favor. Then we had a really close banger set between Semper Pups and icecold, which was won by Semper Pups. And then closing out the show was ACDA against once again icecold, this time in a 5-0 for ACDA. And that's all she wrote for today. And I hope we'll have another banger next week. Maybe we can, you know, organize the sets to be more even. We kind of had a lot of 5-0s today, sadly. But that's just, you know, there wasn't much choice, sadly. But we still got some good times here. And, yeah. Come on by again. But for today, we're done here. And I'm grateful for you here, everyone who showed up, everyone who played. Since I can't, there's no point if I do this all by myself, because as you know, there is no I in sink or swim. GG's.